How y'all are this afternoon? It's your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is this guy, the Ithica 37 20-inch Riot. Now, there's no real, the police shotguns, the police versions of this, sometimes they had sporting wood on them, sometimes they had plain wood on them. But this is in fact a cylinder bore 20-inch barrel bead. The 37 Ithica come out about 1937. They manufactured it for up until 1987, 89, along in there. They went out of production for a while. Ithica stayed in the business, but they were out of the 37 Ithica business. Recently, in the past 4 years or so, Ithica Gun Company has come back under a new name, or under new management, the old company, and they've started producing the Ithica guns again. The 37 Ithica does not is of the genre of gun, the design of gun that doesn't have a disconnector. So it is erroneously referred to as a slam fire gun. In reality, it's designed to shoot that way. Slam fire is a mechanical malfunction. You know, a shotgun with no disconnector in it is a design feature. So having said all of that, let's try this guy out and see how it actually works. Let me see, get some ear mufflization here. Now, like the old Model 10 Remington, the Ithica feeds through the bottom and ejects through the bottom. Feeds through the bottom and ejects through the bottom. Ta-da! Hey, that was pretty cool. Okay, so you can't combat load it because you don't have a breech to put it into. So you've got to shoot it out and reload it, or shoot some and top it off, and like that. I believe the Ithica holds 4. You can run one up in there and then top it off with the 5th round. Now the Ithica is easy to reload. It doesn't have a reloading elevator. It doesn't have a shell elevator down here. I call it an elevator. Some people call it something else, you know, that is in your way. You can simply put the shell in there and thumb it in there and you're ready to go. Okay, without having got no recoil pad on it, we'll just have to shoot it and look as fast as we can about it. Okay. Almost. Almost got it. Almost got it that time. Let's try that trick one more time. I used to be able to do this pretty good. Let's see, I think I got one in it. Oh, out it comes. There it goes. One down there. Hey, I hit it. Anyway, it's a fun gun to shoot. They always have. It's neat the way they eject. You know. I've had several of these over the years. Now, the Ithica 37 has a lot of variants. Ithica made these things in a 10-shot, 22-inch barrel configuration. Some departments bought them. The Navy used them. A lot of departments overseas purchased them. Let's get some more shells. That gun, boys, we like shooting it. China Lake Naval Weapons Depot come up with a gizmo to go on the end of the shotgun barrel that basically created a spread pattern this way as opposed to a round pattern that way, called a duckbill compensator. Now, back in the day, I had a riot gun with a duckbill compensator on it. It'd make a great entry gun. Just tell you the truth. You take that gun and turn it over sideways and pump one up in it this way, and you could cover a door up this way and down, up and down. It's a pretty good gun. They made a lot of variants of these, the duckbill compensator version. You see 7-shot versions of them. There's an LAPD model. It has a corncob forearm, plain grip, no butt plate. Is a 20-inch 7-shot magazine capacity. I always liked the 37 Ithica. They're just a fun gun to shoot. The only drawback 37 Ithica's got is the comb of the stock is a little lower than I think it ought to be. Subsequently, the recoil is built right in. Okay, 37 Ithica has is notorious as being a hard kicker. And they are, just to tell you the truth. Well, we're out. So we've got a slam fire shotgun, so I reckon what people call a slam fire shotgun, we got a shotgun with no disconnector in it. So I reckon we ought to do that one time, don't you think? Seeing as how we're here and everything. Okay, we got one in. Okay, here we go. Anyway, the old Ithica 37 is a lot of fun to shoot. And they make these things, of course, in hunting variants and in all gauges, 16, 20, 12. I don't think I've ever seen one at 410 or 28 or 24 gauge or 32 gauge or anything like that. But 12, 16, and 20, pretty common. Well, all right then, that's about the size of it. Old Ithicas like this are worth about 250 bucks, maybe 300, depending. You really have to look and make sure that the stock is not starting to crack out around where it goes to the receiver, because it has quite a recoil impulse. So you have to be looking and inspecting your stock on the used gun to make sure that you don't got one that's breaking out like this one is. Well, all right then, that's about the size of it. Old shotgun foolishness over here at the range. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. If you like, appreciate my content, give me an old $1 in the Patreon bucket on your way out the door, and if you don't, I'll keep making content for you anyway. Well, that's about the size of it. We'll see y'all.